Countries with mandatory military service. Number 10. Turkey. Turkey has mandatory military service for men between the ages of 20 and 41 who are citizens of the country. The length of service is 1 year, and all men must register for service upon reaching the age of 20. Upon completion of service, a man is considered a reservist and may be called upon to serve in the military again in times of emergency. Those who cannot serve due to medical reasons or other exemptions can be subject to fines or jail time. Additionally, those who do serve are duty-bound to remain in the country for a period of 3 years following the completion of their service. Number 9. Norway. Norway has mandatory military service for all men aged 19 and 16 and 17-year-olds who have completed high school. The service requires a total of 19 months of active duty and 17 months of reserve duty for men, and 12 months of service for women. Conscripts who are found to have a particular aptitude for service may be offered the chance to join professional military forces. Norway has a standing military force of about 20,000 personnel, but the reserves can supplement this to boost the number of troops available for service. The Norwegian government has made it a priority to ensure that all conscripts are given comprehensive training and are prepared for the rigors of military service. Number 8. Iran. Iran requires all able-bodied males between the ages of 18 and 45 to enroll in the military. Conscripts may serve up to 1 year of service, although those with higher education or certain skills may serve a shorter term. Iran's military is composed of the Islamic Republic of Iran Army, Islamic Republic of Iran Navy, Islamic Republic of Iran Air Force, and the Islamic Revolution Guards Corps. The military also includes paramilitary forces such as the Basij and the law enforcement force, police. The total active duty personnel strength of the Iranian armed forces is estimated to be around 800,000 to 1,100,000. The military is largely centralized with the Ministry of Defense and Armed Forces Logistics, MIDAFL, controlling most of the military spending and operations. Number 7. Switzerland. Switzerland is one of a handful of countries around the world that has mandatory military service. Under Swiss law, all able-bodied Swiss male citizens between the ages of 18 and 34 are required to serve in the military. In addition, all able-bodied Swiss female citizens can volunteer for military service. The length of military service depends on the individual's age and rank. For those aged 18 to 21, it is 9 months, while those aged 21 to 34 serve between 16 and 20 weeks. Those who do not serve are subject to a fine. Military service is seen as a civic duty in Switzerland, and military service is seen as a way to promote national unity. In addition, all able-bodied Swiss citizens are required to keep a military-issued rifle in their home, although they are not required to keep ammunition. This is seen as an important way for the Swiss to defend their country in the event of an emergency. Number 6. Brazil. Brazil has a mandatory military service policy requiring all males between the ages of 18 and 45 to complete a year-long service in the armed forces. The Brazilian Army, Navy, and Air Force are the 3 branches of service that the citizens must serve in. Service in the military is viewed as a duty and is seen as important for the national defense and security of the country. The Brazilian government also sees military service as an opportunity for citizens to learn about national values, respect for the law, and effective cooperation with one another. In order to encourage service in the military, the Brazilian government has implemented a series of benefits for those who serve, such as free education, healthcare, and housing. Number 5. Russia. In Russia, mandatory military service is a long-standing tradition. All male citizens between the ages of 18 and 27 are required to complete a year of military service. The duration of service may be extended under certain circumstances, such as during periods of military conflict or social unrest. During their service, recruits are given basic military training and weapons training, and are expected to abide by military regulations and respect their superiors. After completing their service, they may be required to remain in the reserves for up to 5 years. The Russian military is controlled by the Ministry of Defense and is made up of 4 branches: the Ground Forces, the Navy, the Air Force, and the Strategic Missile Forces. Number 4. Greece. In Greece, all male citizens between the ages of 19 and 45 are required to serve in the military for a period of 9 months. Upon turning 19, Greek citizens must register for the draft and are required to attend a medical examination to determine their eligibility for military service. Those that are found to be physically fit and medically qualified are then enrolled in the military service. Veterans of the Greek armed forces are exempt from mandatory military service, as are those with a criminal record. Those who are eligible for mandatory military service can opt for the Alternative Service Program, which involves performing social and environmental services, such as working with the elderly, disabled, and homeless, or participating in environmental protection activities. Number 3. South Korea. South Korea has had mandatory military service since 1957, making it one of the longest-running conscription systems in the world. Under the system, all able-bodied South Korean men between the ages of 18 and 28 are required to serve between 21 and 24 months in the military. Those who are medically unfit, conscientious objectors, or those with special circumstances can be exempted from service. The South Korean military is divided into 4 branches: Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marine Corps. All conscripts have to complete basic military training, followed by specialized training depending on their branch. As of 2021, South Korea's total active duty military personnel stands at 630,000. The South Korean government has recently been considering ways to reduce the number of conscripts, such as introducing an all-volunteer military and reducing the period of mandatory service. This is partly due to the increasing demand for talented workers in the country's highly competitive job market. Number 2. Finland. Finland has had mandatory military service since 1918. All males between the ages of 18 and 60 are required to serve a minimum of 165 days in the military. After completing their initial service, Finns then become part of the reserve, which requires them to participate in annual refresher training of 18 to 24 days. The overall goal of Finland's mandatory military service is to maintain a well-trained and prepared military in the event of a conflict. In addition to the traditional role of preparing for conflict, the Finnish military also provides a variety of services such as natural disaster relief, search and rescue operations, and peacekeeping. Number 1. Israel. Israel is one of the few countries in the world that requires all citizens to serve in the military. This mandatory service is based on Israeli law, and all citizens must register for service at the age of 18, unless they are granted an exemption. This law applies to both men and women, and service usually lasts for 3 years. After completing mandatory military service, most Israeli youth go on to pursue higher education or join the workforce. Israeli citizens are also expected to serve in the reserves until the age of 40 to 50 years old, depending on their military rank. Another unique characteristic of military service in Israel is the fact that some citizens of special backgrounds are exempt from service. This includes members of the ultra-Orthodox community and those who are dual citizens of Israel and another country. Hey everyone! Thanks so much for watching this video about countries with mandatory military service. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for more videos about curiosities around the world. See you next time!